welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, they tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Hopefully that last work session was a productive one for you. For me, I actually just like ate breakfast, and I made sure that these things were still going good. So that's good. And yeah. And then I posted like social media. I still need to do the post radio show promo stuff, but I got a message from somebody. Last week I did a workshop. It was an online workshop, and people seem to like it. So they're posting on like LinkedIn with this one, saying that they liked it and everything went well. So I was thanking them and everything. So shout out to them and anybody that comes out to my workshops. Appreciate y'all. All right, and the company appreciates y'all also. All right, so I want to talk about the thing that I saw. It came across. It was probably Twitter, I think. I saw it come across there. I think it might have been like a week, 2 weeks ago, but busy. And I only do one of these ciphers a week now, so it's not like I have ample time to be able to talk about all these things. So, but I'm posting links to what I'm going to be showing in the chat room. So it'll be next to the recording of the video, so you'll be able to check it out. All right. Cool. So what I want to talk about today is it's like a new library, I guess you could kind of say. And I've never really ran into this issue before, but I can kind of see why it'd be important for people to want to be able to fix it, right? And so there's this new library called Pretext from this person. Does it have their full name? But Cheng Lu. Does it have their actual name? Yeah, Cheng Lu. He's worked with, I guess, like React.js, Midjourney, ReasonML. All right, that's dope. Messenger. All right, dope. So yeah, so shouts to. It looks like they have like some Claude Code stuff in there too. Look like be doing stuff. But I'll shout to all these folks who put in on this. All right. Yeah, there's a Claude MD, which is now a README. No, not README, agents. What does this do? Use README as a public source of truth for API example. Oh, okay. This is for agents. So like different AI agents that kind of know. That's pretty cool. I like looking at like different like repos and code. And it's kind of like see how people are doing stuff. So this kind of just helps the agent understand what like each method and everything does and what to do with different things. That's pretty cool. Oh, there you go. System UI is unsafe for accuracy. All right. Oh, that's a lot of stuff here. Okay. And then any questions? Interesting. All right. What does this thing do? Right. And so here in the README, so Pretext is a pure JavaScript / TypeScript library. That's dope. So I guess that means that it doesn't have any, let me see the package JSON. Does it have any dependencies? Let's see here. Oh, there's a bunch of script. All right, so, okay, so look like it runs on Bun. We spoke about OXLint, I think, last week. Those are from the good folks at Void who are in charge of Vite. And so, and then, yeah, TypeScript. And it's, okay, so a lot of like linting things. And then marked for like markdown. And then it looks like it runs on Bun. All right. That's cool. So it's not like a huge list of dependencies that it depends on. And that's only in the dev dependencies too. So once you like build it, then yeah, I don't see any dependencies at all. That's pretty dope. Very nice. Okay, so this is just when you're building with it, you need those. But otherwise, That's cool. All right, dope. All right, text measurement and layout. All right, so this thing helps with if you have like a bunch of text and it's on different lines and width and everything. It helps with the layout of it. So fast, accurate, and supports all the languages you didn't even know about. Allows rendering to DOM, Canvas, SVG, and soon server side. That's pretty dope. So basically, from what I gather and what I've seen other people talking about, it okay, well, it tells you here. Pretext sidesteps the need for DOM measurements because the way it works is that the browser doesn't really know. It loads it like in parts, right? And so it'll do like a first sweep of one thing, and so different elements show up, and then it'll do another sweep and start putting in things. And you may notice that when you load a website, like things will shift, and it's called the cumulative layout shift. It's like a metric that they measure to see like how well your website does. And so if you have a bunch of different text, it doesn't know the size of the text until it's time to put it in, and then it has to do like a whole thing to get it working, right? So people have done ways around it to where they will like kind of like I guess almost like guess first and then put it in. So then as it's rendering, it opens up spaces for it. I don't know. It's like a whole thing. Again, a lot of projects I do, I try to keep it as minimal as possible. So there's not like a lot. I don't have a lot of issues with that. You know what I'm saying? And so, but I can understand for people who have like a lot of text on their websites, you know what I'm saying, whether maybe like a dashboard or something, or like a chat or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You'd want to be able to know so that your page loads more efficiently. All right. Oh, yeah. So it says like pretext sidesteps the need for DOM measurements. So using like get, like I was saying, so yeah, get bounding client rect and offset height. So like this is, I think this is only a canvas thing. Offset height, I think that's just on like the actual element. Or no, I think get bounding rect is on any sort of element. You can get that, and it'll tell you like the size of it. I don't know. Which trigger layout reflow. So like kind of like the cumulative layout shift I was talking about before. One of the most expensive operations in the browser. Pretext implements its own text measurement logic using the browser's own font engine as ground truth. Okay. Very AI-friendly iteration method. All right, cool. Take your word for it. It's cool that they have some demos so you can check out. We're going to take a look at, so you can see them live. So he has it in the repo so you can run it locally. You can use the bun run start Windows to see it working. But he also has them on his own website we're going to take a look at. And then look like there's this other one here. We'll take a look at this one also. I always like to go to the ones that they show on their repo. You know what I'm saying? So because people will create all sorts of random things and you don't know if it's really based on a source of truth. You know what I'm saying? So all right, so there's two use cases that pretext is used for, right? And so let's see. Measure a paragraph height without ever touching DOM. So without having to do those expensive functions, right, in the browser. So let's see what we got here. So you have prepare and layout that come from pretext, all right? So prepare, it looks like you put in the text and the font that you want, all right? And then you'll get a height and a line count. Okay, so you pass in this here. That's what this is. And then text width, which I'm assuming is another variable you set somewhere because I don't know what, or maybe, yeah, I don't know what text width is here. Maybe they'll say it later. And then 20. I don't know if that's like the spacing or something. Pure arithmetics, no DOM layout, and reflow. All right. So prepare does one-time work. Normalize white space. Okay. Segment the text. Apply glue rules. I don't even know what that is. Measure the segments with canvas. Okay. Oh, so I guess it has like its own canvas thing. Okay. And return an opaque handle. All right. Layout is the cheap, hot path after that. Pure arithmetic over cached widths. Okay. Do not rerun prepare for the same text and configs. That defeat is pre-compilation. For example, on resize, only return layout. Okay. 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 Only rerun, not return. Only rerun layout. Okay. I'm still. Okay, hold on. So I'm still trying to figure. I'm assuming these are like variables you set somewhere. Like this is like the width of the text area that you want. Yeah, I guess like, yeah, text width. And then 20, I guess, is the value. No, I don't know what that is. If you want text area like text, where ordinary spaces slash tabs slash hard breaks stay visible. Okay, then you pass in. Okay, yeah. So you'd normally do this for like a text area. You would put in like a pre-wrap on there. So you put that in prepare. Okay. Then yeah, if you want like word break, keep all. Okay, that's cool. So you can use like CSS stuff in there. That's cool. The returned height here, which you get here, right? And you also get line count, but he's just getting height here. So the return height is the crucial last piece for unlocking web UIs. Proper virtualization / occlusion without guesstimates and caching. Fancy userland overlays. So yes, you can do like masonry, JS-driven Flexbox-like implementations, nudging a few layout values without CSS hacks. Imagine that. Okay, has a little humor in this. All right. Development time verification, especially now with AI, that labels on, for example, buttons don't overflow to the next line, browser free. Okay. Prevent layout shift, like I was saying, the cumulative layout shift when new text loads and you want to re-anchor, nice. Re-anchor the scroll position. Okay. So I'm still trying to, okay, so you see, they just have a value here. Okay, so yeah, here's the max width, and then this is the line height. All right, so they explain it here a little bit better. All right, so you put in the text. Oh, this is like multiple lines, I guess. Yeah, lay out the paragraph lines manually yourself. Okay, so if you want to put like this on one line and then this on another line. Yeah, that's weird. Hold on. Okay, so I guess these are all separate lines. I thought this was like the font and thing that you want to pass in, but I guess that's just the lines. Okay, so it kind of goes through all the things here. All right, that's cool. All right, so you got different use cases here. Oh yeah, what did it say the second use case was? Yeah, lay out the paragraph lines manually yourself. Okay. So yeah, you measure a paragraph height without ever touching the DOM, and then if you want to lay out the paragraph lines manually yourself. All right, that's cool. All right, and then it goes more into kind of like more stuff that you can do. Okay. All right. So okay, all this is well and good, right? I want to see demos. I want to see how like this thing in action to kind of like determine whether or not I actually want to like look more into it. So shout out to Cheng Lu. He actually has a demo site. So okay, let's go with the first one. Now the accordion, I guess maybe if you're like dynamically putting in the text into it, because normally what I do is if I'm that I do it on the server side, like it's saying that's going to be coming, and so I just do server side. So when it renders, it's already like fixed. There is no dynamically in the accordion. So let's take a look at okay. So yeah, so here we go, and so you can see. You probably can't see that. Let's see. All right, made a little bit bigger. All right, so here it gives you the measurement. So it knows it's 2 lines and the 52 pixels. So now this one's going to be 3 lines and it should be larger text. Yeah. Okay. And even larger text at 5 lines. All right. And then here, 2 lines and 52. Oh, and here's that same thing that they're shown before. Okay. Okay. Now, I want to see how this looks. I think it also does it like I was saying, like if you need to like recalculate it, you know what I'm saying? Just call layout again. And so that I'm assuming that means that I'll be able to change the width of this, and these numbers should probably change. I'm assuming as I get like, because it should be responsive. No, it didn't change because, oh yeah, it did. Okay, yeah. 6 lines. All right. All right. This is still 2 lines. That's still 3 lines. But this one did turn to 6. And I think the 156. Yes, he's 130. Interesting. Oh, I wonder if 156 is the actual, like, maybe the height of this, I think. So 156 pixels. Interesting. Yeah, okay. Now it's at 7 lines. All right. So it does do, okay, that's pretty cool. So it does do it. I don't, yeah. So that's pretty dope. All right. Nice. I like that. So I guess, yeah, if you, because I thought, because the height of this whole thing still changes. I would understand if you wanted the height of this to be the same regardless of when this opens, right? Because this thing still moves. So it's not like the height changes. Yeah, because I would think you'd be able to like add all these up, make the accordion itself the total height. And so that when this opens, so if I had like more text down here, it wouldn't change that height because this would be all the height it would need. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like, yeah, definitely like right there, this thing got shorter. Okay. But maybe that's how I would use it. You know what I'm saying? Because if I knew how each one of these, how large they're going to be, I would be able to set the accordion itself so it doesn't shift any other text that's like below it or anything. All right, that's cool. Bubbles. Awesome. All right, so shrink wrap showdown. CSS with fit content, which I used that recently, sizes a bubble to its widest wrapped line, which leaves dead space when the last line is short. Okay. Pretext finds the tightest width that still wraps to the exact same number of lines. Oh. Okay, okay, yeah. So you can see right here, there's some space there and some space here. And then, yeah, see it. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, I can see that. All right. So this is something that you like you run into and it's like a concern for you. That makes sense. Okay. All right. I like that's a good use case. I like that. All right, and tell you why CSS can't do that yet. I'm saying. All right. So dynamic layout. Okay, this is cool. Let's see. All right. Situational. So everything laid out. See, everything laid out in JS. Okay. Oh, each one of these lines have, you can highlight each line. Interesting. Resize horizontally and vertically, then click the logos. All right, well, I'm gonna click the logos first. Yeah, okay, so yeah, see, like it spins and then it kind of like reformats around it. I don't know if I like that. Let me see. I want to resize this. Okay, so the text. By the way, like, but some of it disappears though. Like, where is this? So American electricity production will. Yeah, see, like some text just goes away. So it's not like I can like scroll down and see the text. That's weird. Okay. Ooh, and then, oh yeah, each one of these is like a separate line. Damn. Okay, hold on. If I, yeah, each, like you can't see it, but in the Chrome developer tools, you can see like it lights up with all the different changes. Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. Huh. Interesting. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, like it's repainting everything. Interesting. Okay. All right, but yeah, again, like it's weird. Like the text goes away. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let's go back. Variable typography. Oh wow. Oh. Huh. Interesting. So they have this thing running, and this is matching that. and it's like going through. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. Huh. And here it is with the. Oh, wow. That's a pretty cool visualization. Again, it's not like you can just read this or anything, but all right. Editorial engine. See, if I come to your website and it's doing this, I'm leaving. All right, because how am I supposed to be able to read what's happening here? Like you can drag these things. Yes, I played around this before. They don't bounce to each other. And you can like click it to pause them, but I'm not doing that. I could see this might be a pretty cool game, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Somehow, I think that could be pretty cool. But it shows that it's pretty performant. You know what I'm saying? And there's like 0 DOM reads, so you don't have to like keep each one of these things that keep changing. It does it for you. Okay, that's interesting. Editorial, and that was that one. Justification comparison. See, this is just more stuff than I've ever really thought about when laying out a website with text. And so it kind of shows the difference. So CSS/greedy, the native browser justification. So yeah, how it kind of like, when you justify, so everything like lines up on the sides. And okay, so it's showing that there's less, I guess, like wasted space. You can see here, because there's less space, it put more, so like smooth lateral scanning motion that skilled readers. Whereas this one, the readers has to go to the other side, and this one is just doesn't have readers at all. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, so if you care about like spacing and everything, this like it would be a pretty good option. That's pretty dope. All right. Rich text. All right, let's see what this one is. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Rich text rendered. I guess it was using that whatchamacallit, that marked maybe. I'm not sure how they do that. It's pretty dope. Rich text rendered as text runs, links, code spans, and atomic chips. Adjust the width to watch the chips stay whole while the surrounding text and code keep wrapping naturally when space gets tight. All right, so I guess they want me to go smaller. Okay, like see right here, it broke though, the pre-wrap. Okay, I guess because it has a hyphen. But the Friday, even though there's spaces, that stayed the same. That's cool. Okay. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really into all of this. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like I really understand what is happening. You know what I'm saying? But it seems cool. So if you have a use case, I'm just kind of pointing this out. Markdown chat. All right. All right. Show virtualization mask. I don't know what that means. Oh, I guess this helps like for like infinite scroll kind of thing. Also, so you don't have to worry about like things shifting, I guess. That's cool. He has like some Japanese there. That's pretty dope. And emojis. Okay. That's pretty cool. And I like how the text message, the text chat actually kind of like explains what's happening. That's pretty dope. All right, cool. These are some good examples. I like it. Now, this one here, the masonry, this I can really see. This I can understand. So the masonry layout. So like, yeah, see how there's like different heights, but it all kind of keeps it the same. You know what I'm saying? A little bit easier because this height isn't dictating how tall these are. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you just have like huge spaces. This way, it fills in the gaps basically. So kind of like bricks in a wall. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's called masonry. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And so if I should be able to change the width of this, yeah. And so things just kind of like go back. So it just keeps filling in the spaces. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty dope. All right. Yeah. Very nice. Okay. Cool. So yeah. So again, you can check out all this stuff. And then here's the other link that was in the README. Quickly go through this here. Oh yeah, so it has the editorial engine, fluid smokers, which I think we saw before. Okay, yeah, so we saw this stuff already. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shouts to Cheng Lu. This is pretty dope. I'm saying, I gotta see like if I have a reason to use it, but it's good to know to have like in your back pocket. You know what I'm saying? In your book bag or whatever of things that are out there. I mean, and so pretty dope. Shouts to Cheng Lu. All right, and everybody that's been working on it. Cool. I'm gonna get y'all back to work so I can get back to work. Again, links to these, everything that I showed. Well, I didn't show that. Well, the last one had all the demos on Cheng Lu's site had all the demos that were on that other site. And if anything, you can always get it from the link that was here as well. So if you want to check it out. But yeah, I'm gonna have links to this repo and to Cheng Lu's site with the demos there. All right. I'll be next to a recording on the video on untilit.works. So let me get y'all back to work so I can get back to work because I still need to do the post radio show promo stuff. I'm gonna try and work on that in this upcoming break. All right. So thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna send you all for some traveling music. This right here is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track's called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you like 15 minutes after the hour. All right. Till then, I wish you much productivity. All right, y'all be easy. Peace.
I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like hero, and everybody says hero. We spread love like hero. I wanna say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I wanna say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to.